The Republican Party might unironically be destroyed in 2 years.
The Trump-DeSantis battle is brewing and looming on the horizon. In the alternative media sphere, you've got in Daily Wire and Crowder are at each other's throats in the most vicious personal attacks ever.
Yeah.
Looking at Candace Owens and Crowder going into it's insane. And then in the mainstream political world, you've got Tucker Carlson getting axed by Fox News. If you're a reasonable Republican who cares at all about the future of the country or cares at all about policy, if I was a betting man, if I wanted to tell you like what your path to success was right now, it would be to fire everybody that does polling, everybody that does political analysis, and you should just be going.
I just look at conservative policies and I'm like, what are these guys doing? Look at any issue, gun control, for example. What are they fighting for? Open carry to arm school guards and teachers? Like, these people are not serious about solving society's problems.
When you look, it's a different ideological approach. Like, I think that they're like guns are the perfect distillation of conservative ideology.
Our border is a disaster. Crime infests our cities. The federal government makes it harder for families.
That noise, that's the countdown to the self-destruction of the Republican Party.
To make ends meet, and the president flounders. But decline is a choice. Success is attainable, and freedom is worth fighting for. Righting the ship requires restoring sanity to our society, normalcy to our communities, and integrity to our institutions. Truth must be our foundation, and common sense can no longer be an uncommon virtue. In Florida, we proved that it can be done. We chose facts over fear, education over indoctrination, law and order over rioting and disorder. We held the line when freedom hung in the balance. We showed that we can and must revitalize America. We need the courage to lead and the strength to win. I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
Jesus Christ. The Republican Party might unironically be destroyed in 2 years. You don't think DeSantis is a good candidate? It doesn't matter what I think. What matters is that right now the Republican Party is torn in half over DeSantis versus Trump. You even saw, even when I jokingly asked that Lauren girl, who I think I asked her on stream, didn't I? Who would you support, DeSantis or Trump? And she laughed. If you ask any Republican that question, that's a rough one. There's an existential crisis for the Republican Party right now. Oh, bro, their shit is oh no. Hello?
Hey, well, I just wanted to ask you a bit about politics stuff. Where are you going in London though? Wait, are you going to talk to Zizek?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on a few panels for about morality of love and sex or something. Oh boy.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
So low energy. Okay. Are you not excited to talk to Zizek? I feel like Zizek's a really big deal.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like there's a very interesting phenomenon where at some point I actually feel like I occupy the perfect media space, because when you get a little bit higher, people are so careful and protected of their images and everything that the back and forths are actually incredibly boring.
Yeah.
If I were to I think my best debate ever would be at a Joe Rogan-ish level or lower, but that if I were to get to the more professional-ish Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson types, that those conversations would be exponentially more boring because people are way more careful and protected, and the back and forth is just not as interesting, in my opinion. But I could be wrong on that, but yeah. So I wonder for Zizek, and then also the topics are over love and sex and everything or whatever, and I don't know if societal stuff.
Really?
I don't think it's gonna be hardcore back and forths on any of those, Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's so. It's even in these kind of more academic-y spheres, they're talking about basically dating dynamics.
I don't think
dating and gender and relationships.
No, I'm sorry. I should have phrased this better. I think it's supposed to be. Fuck. They sent me a bunch of stuff that I'll probably ruin my flight tomorrow. But it has to do with it's basically discussing relationships' place in society and philosophically how it inserts or whatever. So here's a thing for a description of one of the debates or conversation. Should we no longer see certain forms of sexual relationships involving commitment and monogamy as more moral than others? Might a relationship which abandoned the norm of traditional couples help to eradicate hierarchies and inequalities between the sexes and build a communal sense of family that we lack in contemporary culture? Or are morality and relationships necessarily linked and long-term commitment morally justified and essential for personal and social harmony? So these are like philosophical conversations on relationships and stuff, not like red pill versus whatever kind of thing, you know?
Well, it's interesting. It's the same. In many ways, like it's the same topic brand. It's just like branded and like in the I'm going to use the trigger word, in the like bubble of like kind of